You're very welcome to this course on chemical safety in the workplace. So, managing chemical substances in Ireland is mostly outlined within the Chemical Agent Regulations from 2001 to 2021. That's the main piece of legislation. There's also some other specific legislation which we'll look at in the coming slides. So, the reason behind legislation is to protect you from ill health as a result of potential exposure to hazardous substances. So, what is a hazardous substance? Well, it's anything that has the potential to cause you harm. It's those substances and mixtures that can be found in a wide range of industries and environments, from cleaning chemicals, dusts and fumes, to vapors and biological agents such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, which includes yeast and molds, and internal human parasites called endoparasites. So, in this course, we'll be looking at the hazardous effects chemicals can have on the person using them, and also others within the area because they're often forgotten about. We'll look at the various substances that you might encounter. Thankfully, though, we can tell if a substance is hazardous or not because it's going to have a classification label on it. But just think for a minute of the symbols you typically see on products, such as toxic, corrosive, irritant, oxidizer, etc. Even on the likes of cleaning substances around your own home, they all need to be managed in a safe way, such as restricted access, etc. So, in this course, we'll learn how to read and understand the labels and the safety data sheets. They contain all the relevant information you need to carry out a chemical assessment. Finally, we'll look at your responsibilities and the responsibility of your employer to manage hazardous chemical substances in a safe manner. The overall aim of this course is not to just comply with the legislation, but make sure that everyone understands the risks and knows how to manage them effectively, making the workplace a safer place. I encourage you to ask questions as we make our way through, share your experiences, and actively participate throughout the session. By the end of the course, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to work safely and responsibly. Aims of the course. So, first off, it's important that we are able to spot hazardous chemicals and we know how to handle them in the right way. We need to understand the GHS, which stands for Global Harmonization System. This was developed by the UN with the idea of overcoming the different label and information requirements on physical, health, and environmental hazards for the same chemicals around the world. So, in other words, that we're all singing from the same hymn sheet when it comes to the labeling and symbols used. Then we have CLP, classification, labeling, and packaging, which we know deals with labels and tells us exactly what kind of dangers we're dealing with for each chemical. Now, next, we need to be aware of the hazards of the chemicals being used in the workplace. Every chemical is going to be a little bit different, so it's important to know what you're working with so you can take the necessary precautions. It's also important to know how chemicals can get into the body. That could be by breathing them in, inhalation, ingestion, which is eating or drinking, or absorption through the skin or eyes, or a less common route be injection. For example, in the likes of pharmaceutical industries, that might happen there. It's also important to remember to use safe working methods and follow best practice when handling chemicals, whether you're cleaning in the workplace or a chemical lab. Then we have the hierarchy of control, such as elimination, substitution, engineering controls, admin controls or procedures, and personal protective equipment. That's always the last line of defense because it only protects the wearer of the equipment. And keep an eye on your own work area for any issues with chemical safety. If something's not right, sort it out, address it before it becomes a problem. We need to make sure we're storing chemicals safely. There's a right way to do it, and simple measures help keep everyone safe. For example, never store acids and alkalis together, as there's a potential for violent reactions, such as heat, fumes, or even explosion. Have restricted access in place, and don't forget to take a bit of time to read and understand the information on the safety data sheet. That's often referred to as an SDS, each chemical. And that sheet has all the information You need to handle the chemicals safely and assist you in doing your chemical assessment. And if we follow these simple steps, we'll keep ourselves and our workplace safe. So, at Safety First Solutions, we offer a wide range of courses designed to meet your training needs. Your safety and compliance are our priority. So, check out the full list of courses provided and don't hesitate to drop me a message if you're interested in attending or want to discuss what's right for you or your team. I'd really appreciate it if you could like, share, and tag anyone who might benefit. And together we can help make every workplace a safer place to be.